Welcome to the Inventress Podcast. Today, I'm so excited because my extra special guest is Julia, the CEO and founder of Untamed Hearts and founder of Untamed Your Hearts, right?
Yes.
Love it, love it, love it. Julia, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have you here. And as you can see, I'm wearing one of your pieces. This has been so long coming. I couldn't wait to have you on this show for so many reasons. Number one, because of your incredible heart and spirit and love of people and your philanthropy. And just so welcome, Julia. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, it's amazing to be here, Lisa. I was looking forward to be honest with you. Thank you.
So listen, you have so much going on, so many wonderful things. As I said, you're a philanthropist, you care about, there's so much going on between your jewelry. So let's talk about that, if you don't mind, a little bit first. And I love what you're wearing. I love your piece.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So you want me to share about my work or tell me?
Well, let's start this way. Let's start with your pieces, because I'm sure everybody watching is saying, wow, those are gorgeous pieces. What is she wearing? So let's talk about that. And then let's get into where this goes, because it starts with this and then it goes outward, right?
Yes. Okay, great. Thank you. So Untamed Hearts, it was born in 2016. And the way I just want to really ground us into what Untamed Hearts is. It's a platform to speak the consciousness of oneness and energy and bring energy of peace to people. So we were born in 2016. And the inspiration behind it wasn't just beautiful jewelry. So jewelry are pieces that become your amulets in your hands. They become your amulets. They carry energy, intention. Each piece has a story to tell. And each piece is stamped with peace for all. So infusing and sharing the energy and the message of peace is the main inspiration and the reason why we exist. And so when war happened in Ukraine, Untamed Hearts became this platform where there is no question what we're doing. We are speaking unity. We are sharing the energy of peace, and we are awakening the consciousness about what is happening really right now in the world. And I was born in Ukraine. I think I kind of just I just want to talk about that.
Yes. This is your platform. I want you here to share your heart. Please share with us.
Thank you. So what I care the most about right now is that this awful aggression, terrorist attack on Ukraine will be stopped. And I was born in Ukraine, so I'm going to start from that. I was born in Kiev. When I left it, it used to be Soviet Union. So I wasn't leaving Ukraine. I was leaving this empire, Russian empire that was called Soviet Union. And so I immigrated to America 33 years ago. Now what's happening in Ukraine, they are fighting. They're defending their independence. They received their independence when the Soviet Union fell apart. And now they are fighting not only to protect their lives, their children, their women, their land, their country. They're fighting for their independence, for their freedom. We are watching how people are making a powerful choice right now that they are willing to die, but they will not give up the independence and the freedom for the sake of their children, for the sake of what Russia is trying to do. They're trying to destroy Ukrainian DNA. So that's where the brutality, that's what everything that is happening right now there, that it's so brutal because they've been trying to do it for so long. And people of Ukraine are so brave and courageous, and they make an ultimate choice. They chose not to give up no matter what. So Untamed Hearts is a platform right now that there's no more business as usual. We create pieces that we sell, and 100% goes to Ukraine. We're raising money, and hundreds. So this necklace,
I have
it's
that.
necklace bracelet. You have it, right?
I have that, and I typically wear it on my wrist. Yes, I purchased that from you as a.
Yes. Thank you for your support, Lisa. Thank you. So
Yes.
this necklace bracelet, $42, 100% goes to Ukraine. We've been raising money since the day one. And I work directly, Untamed Hearts, through Untamed Hearts, we work directly with soldiers. We work directly with people at the front line. And we buy things, we have a list. I don't come up with like, I think you need this. I have a list of things that they need. In the beginning, it was things that protect their bodies. Right now, the winter is very cold, and it's very difficult to deal with this winter. So we getting them level 7 extreme cold, things that they can protect their body. So I'm not going to.
How are you providing this? How are you providing this? Or do you have a place where people are shipping you clothing, and you're saying level 7? Explain that a little bit further, because the average person listening to this doesn't get it.
They don't understand.
We're here and we're cozy, and you know what I mean? So we can't. So go ahead.
Yes, exactly. It's very difficult to understand. What, like right now, it's not only that. Right now, what Russia is doing, and I'm going to explain it in a second, Lisa, they're committing a war crime. What they're doing, they're destroying infrastructure that affects electricity, that affects connection, water. They bombing people every day as we speak. They're bombing, and they're bombing they're trying to destroy infrastructure. So during the war, during the winter, very cold winter, people don't have the heat, people don't have the light. Most of the times it's a blackout. Right now, there's so many hours of the blackout, let's put it this way, no connection. And so the way we're doing it here is it's very simple, and we have a very good logistic on how to get things there. So we sell necklaces, necklace bracelets.
Yes.
My customers.
I should have mine on. Yes, go ahead.
Yes. I know you have it. I know. So we sell this with your help, collectively, with our collective desire to help, our collective consciousness. We get money from this, right? And then I met people who are dealers, or who I sometimes buy on eBay, on Amazon. So I source. Like you source, just like you source anything, things that you actually need. And the level 7 is at a jacket and the trousers that are very light and super warm, that soldiers can actually put on top of their uniform and be warm enough to be able to do what they need to do and stay alive during this, the military action.
Let me ask, okay, so you're saying, so bring it down to a level where people can really understand, because they're not, as I said, we're here, we're cozy, we're warm, we're not battling any of these things. So you're selling this merchandise, and it goes directly to the Ukraine.
No, so I get the Untamed Hearts. It goes through Untamed Hearts. I have the money.
Okay.
In my hands that we collected, that are donated by our amazing people.
Yes.
And I source it, and then I have logistics. We have like people who came together in unity to help Ukraine. And so I buy it.
Yes.
And then I send it to Ukraine.
So you buy the level 7.
For example, it's just one of the things. We get many different things. In the beginning, it was vests. We needed to get things from Europe computers from Europe. Like we needed to get certain things that you're not allowed to bring from US. We needed to source in Europe. And right now, another thing that is very important are lights. And so we found these lights that you can charge, and they're going to sustain the you charge USB charge, and then it's going to sustain light. It's going to have light for 300 hours if it's on the very low settings. And then power banks, so then when the power is out, they can still charge their phones and be in touch, because that's one of the most difficult things for them. So we buy it here, Lisa.
Not being able to communicate with your family, with people from here who are wondering what's going on.
Exactly. So people don't know what's going on one side, on the other side. Like you hear the bombings, but you don't know what's happening. The trauma that people are going through is beyond. And what we can help them with right now to stay warmer. Like we just bought some things for children, like warm things for children that I'm actually sending like 4 packages out today. And so what we're sending out, the lights, the power banks, things for warm, things to keep the body warm for different ages. Then there's a special thing for soldiers, which is a little bit different than what they need right now. And it's all comes from the money we collect collectively. I'm just like a messenger. I'm buying and sending. We are doing it together.
God bless you for doing what you're doing. And I want to keep on giving your website, how people can purchase.
Yes.
So please provide that website over and over again.
Yes. So untamedhearts.com. And we will have a link in the description of this video, but it's untamedhearts.com. And one of the first slides that you are going to see is the one that takes you to Support Ukraine collection. And there's this necklace and necklace bracelet, and there's another style that you can buy. 100% of it goes to Ukraine. We make it, by the way, my whole family is making it.
No, you're kidding me.
Yes, my mom and my dad. I wouldn't be able to do it on my own. Like my son, they have with his wife, they have acupuncture practice, and they give, they raise money, giving away certain amount of sessions also for this project. So like people are just coming together in whatever way. And the way you can buy it is on our website. You can text me. I will leave my personal number. If you have any questions or any other way you want to help, you can text me directly. I make myself 100% available for this.
Do you realize how amazing you are? What a blessing you are for your people, but for all people. You know, you exude kindness, and you Untamed Hearts. What a perfect name for your line, because you are that. You know, when we get together, I tell you this all the time, right? I feel your beautiful energy and your heart and your spirit and your kindness. And this is really what the whole world needs to be aware of.
Thank you, Lisa.
Really, no, this was important for me to have you here talking about this, because I know how passionate you are about it. And as I said before, when you're not living it, you're seeing it on the news. It's very different. It's very different watching it on television. It's not real. It's not real. For you, it's surreal. This is where you were born. This is where you lived. Your family is there. This is happening to people who are just like us.
My friends, they're fighting. People I grew up with. We, in our wildest dreams, scariest nightmares, we would have never imagined that this could be the reality. Never. This was never going to be reality. And what I want to say is that Ukraine is the testimonial to the leadership in the world that doesn't work. The old institution that are guided by the logic, by the money, by the numbers, by the greed, and not connected to the what really is important. I call it intelligence of the heart is the future of the leadership. The leadership needs to come from putting the human being as number one priority and in front. And Ukraine would have never, war in Ukraine would have never been possible. It could have been stopped, or even if it happened because of some crazy situation, it would have been stopped. The world could have stopped it. And right now, Ukraine is a wake-up call for the world, for the
It could be
leadership
anywhere, Julia. I mean, it could be
anywhere.
it could be Newark, New Jersey. It could be Brick. It could be Ocean Township. It could be Monmouth County. It's, you know, the same. You know, you're looking at towns in the Ukraine that look just like here.
Oh yes, people are like, you would have never known the difference.
No, right.
No, you would have never known. It's like it's what I want to say, Lisa, thank you for this, because what I want people to really understand and feel, most importantly, that as it's happening in Ukraine, it's happening with each one of us right here, right now. And you may not feel, some people feel it very deeply, and those are the people who are contributing and who I work with all the time. And some people are not aware of it enough to feel it.
Yes.
But it is happening to every single one of us. Ukraine is standing up to the biggest bully of the world. For years, Russia has been biggest bully of the world. Ukraine is standing up, and they are fighting for every single one of us, for our children, so that the world as we know it will continue to be.
And, you know, I thank you so much for what you're doing, again, in your beautiful heart, and that it's not the money and the design of the jewelry does not lead you. Your heart leads you. Your heart leads you to the pieces that provide funding for what's happening in the Ukraine. And it shows every single thing. Now, this came prior to Ukraine. So
Yes.
this happened to be, you know,
Yes.
Untamed Hearts, and so apropos for where we are today.
Yes. Do you remember the story of this necklace, Lisa?
Yes, and tell me again. I
Okay.
tell people, but I think I say it poorly. Please explain it, because I want everyone to know. I wear this all the time.
First of all, you look gorgeous, and thank you for wearing it. Thank you so much. So the name of
Thank you.
the name of this necklace is Lotus, and it's very appropriate to remember it right now. Lotus flower, many of you may know this, but for those of you who don't, I'm going to remind you that lotus flower is very beautiful, pure, white, and it grows in the murky, dark waters. At night, this beautiful, pure white flower goes under very dark, dirty waters. In the morning, it comes back up like nothing had ever touched it. So this is a reminder for all of us that tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow, we're going to come back up as pure as if we were never touched by the darkness. And this is my hope for the world, for Ukraine. We're going to rebuild. We're going to come back up. So the difference, Ukrainian people are so courageous. They are so brave. But the difference between winning and losing is our support right now. And that's why, like, this necklace reminded me of what is happening in Ukraine. You know, the amount of darkness that we are dealing with right now. Tomorrow, we're going to have a chance to rebuild. And we need to support Ukraine just as if it's happening in our backyard.
Yes.
Not only supporting them because of compassion, because of knowing that this is not something that should be happening in 2022. This is not the reality that is allowed. It is not allowed. It's a crime against humanity. But also because it affects every single one of us. It is happening in our backyard, whether we know it or not, whether we see it or not, whether we feel it or not.
Thank you for your kindness and your heart. I'm tearing. And it's unimaginable. It's unimaginable what's happening. It's next door to us. I mean, you take a flight, it's really, you're here, and then you land there and you see the catastrophic things that are going on there. Houses are regular people just like us So I so appreciate you standing up and showing your warmth and kindness and helping us to understand that they're people. We're like this. We're just, the way we're connected on this Zoom call, we're a touch away. And
Yes.
thank you for providing clothing and warmth. And I mean, these children, it's not just the soldiers, it's the people who live in residence, like our houses,
Yes.
just like this.
And all of a sudden
They
it's
have no
being blown
power,
up.
no electricity, and they're
And people are dying on the streets,
dying.
being killed on the streets. And brutality is beyond anything that you can see on the news. The brutality of what they're doing to Ukrainians is beyond. So this is a crime. This is a crime. And this crime is going to be, it will be looked at by organizations of the world. And my hope, I have a hope, Lisa.
Please, yes.
Because I always have a hope. There's more goodness in the world than darkness. No question in my mind.
That. And there is.
There is. And you know that Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, he was, many of you know this, but he was chosen to be the person of the year of 2022. He was on the cover of many famous publications, including New York Times Magazine. And what it does, it's not for the vanity of it, but it's for the impact of the leadership that is guided by the intelligence of the heart. Zelensky, for those of you who don't know, is not a politician. He's an actor, and he has a degree in law. He's a law degree. He's a lawyer. I could say it simply. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But he's not a politician. So his behavior, his way of being, his way of leading, and his way of dealing with what is happening with Ukraine comes from caring deeply about every single person. And he's standing up to politicians, and he's talking to politicians in a language that they're not used to. And I can see how he's converting, like how in England, UK is completely supporting Ukraine now. After visiting the country, after seeing what's happening, after meeting him, Zelensky, when I say him, after meeting him, after having, and the whole world is converting into seeing what's happening from a different angle.
And you're doing the same thing. From your perspective, from your angle, you could do it through your heart and through your jewelry, which speaks volumes, and just bring other people in, which is what you're doing. We're having this conversation and we're reaching out to others.
That's why I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for it. Please, please send your prayers, donate, give your time, do anything that you can, but don't stand and watch.
Yes.
Don't just stand and watch.
Too much of that.
Again, unity. Yeah. We are one.
Yes, we are.
We are one.
You're the best, Julia. I love you. I love your heart. I love your kindness. You're such a magical person. Thank you for being who you are. And thank you so much for sharing this these inspirational words with the whole world, because that's what you're doing. Because this is not going to stop here. We're going to share it and keep on touching hearts, that untamed heart, that special heart, that
untame your heart, people.
Intelligent heart, as you said.
Yes.
Thank you so much, my dear, for being on this show, and please come back again. You're the best. God bless you, and I love you. Keep on giving and sharing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And I hope to hear from as many of you as would like to reach out to me.